Today's Theory Thursday lesson is about time signatures. Time signatures are two numbers at the beginning of a piece of music which are arranged kind of like a fraction, with one on top of the other. Examples of time signatures include 2-8, 4-4, 3-2, 12-4. Notice that when referring to a time signature, we simply say the top number followed by the bottom number. The top number tells us how many beats fit into each measure. The bottom number tells us what kind of note gets one beat. The top number can be any number. If the top number is 4, there are 4 beats in a measure, regardless of what the bottom number is. The number on bottom represents what kind of note gets one beat and can only be 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, and so on in that pattern. Each number represents what kind of note gets the beat in that time signature, or what kind of note receives one beat. The bottom number is kind of a code that we have to learn to translate into what kind of note gets one beat. The most common bottom number is 4. When the bottom number in a time signature is 4, the quarter note gets one beat. Regardless of what the top number is, if the bottom number is 4, the quarter note gets one beat. If the bottom number is 2, the half note receives one beat. If the bottom number is 8, the eighth note receives one beat. Rarely you may see the number 1, in which case the whole note receives one beat, or the number 16, in which case the 16th note receives one beat. Here are some practice exercises to make sure that you understand how time signatures work. In the first time signature, 4-4, we want to know how many beats are in a measure and what kind of note gets one beat. The first question is answered by the top number, which is 4. So we can fill in the blank and know that there are 4 beats in a measure of 4-4 time. The bottom number answers the second question, what type of note gets one beat? Since the bottom number is 4, we know that the quarter note gets one beat. The next example is 3-2. Because of the top number, we know that there are 3 beats in a measure, and because the bottom number is 2, we know that the half note gets one beat. In 6-8 time, there are 6 beats in a measure. What kind of note do you think gets one beat? If you said the 8th note, you are correct. In 12-8 time, how many beats are there in each measure? Think it over. If you said 12, you are correct. In 12-8 time, the bottom number is the same as in 6-8 time, And so the answer to question 2 will be the same. The eighth note gets 1 beat. For our final example, in 9/4, there are how many beats in a measure? The top number is 9, so the answer is 9. What kind of note gets 1 beat? The bottom number is 4, so the answer is the quarter note. Thanks for watching.